My academic research and my advocacy work have always come together. I began to focus on violence against women during my PhD. From that point on, I really focused my research on gender-based violence and the law.
All of her scholarly work, which includes her research and her teaching and her service at the university, is really keyed into being a public intellectual and contributing to what we might call the public good.
We need to retain an understanding of sexual violence as gendered.
Public policy that is evidence-based and that improves the equality rights of disadvantaged people. It's always been my emphasis. Ever since I was in high school, I've been very passionate about that.
She's also part of federal organizations that are working on this big problem, this pervasive, sort of sticky problem that we can't really seem to get rid of, which is sexual violence.
The highlight of my advocacy was the time I spent at LEAF as the national chair. During that time, I was involved in several important Supreme Court of Canada cases, including Barton, and we collaborated with an Indigenous women's organization and several Indigenous women to build our arguments. LEAF had a really important impact on the Supreme Court of Canada's decision, which strengthened the consent standard.
But there's still a disconnect between the rules and the way that those rules are practiced in law courts.
It's called the justice gap, and it's something that I'm really committed to closing in my work.
She teaches a course on feminism and sexual assault. She teaches another course on feminism and law in Canada. And she's developed a new course which I think is just so vital, which is a second-year course called Consent. And she introduces students to the history of that concept.
But I am especially passionate about community engagement and this idea of the university for the public good. And my work, I hope, contributes to that.